start recording.
Sweet. Awesome. I'm sorry, what is your name again?
Juan.
Hello, Juan.
And your name again?
I'm Andy. I'm Andy Devlin. I am a filmmaker. I've been working in New York for the last 2.5 years now, PAing and ADing in various independent and union gigs. Yep. Now I'm striking out for the first time, making my own project. Not for the first time, but first time I'm doing something this large. I'm making a documentary film called Notes to Self. So I come from a family where everyone gets Alzheimer's disease as they get older. Not everyone, but I've seen it happen numerous times. I'm feeling pieces in my own brain that aren't working the way that they used to. I will probably get dementia when I'm older, and I'll forget who I am and what I've done and everything about me. So I make a backup of my brain. I take hundreds of photos a day, and I post them all on Facebook. And I put them in albums called What I Saw Today and the date. And these are all my notes to self. Andy, this is important. Andy, remember this. So one day, if I get Alzheimer's, someone can take me there and say, hey, if you want to know who you were, here it is. From, I think it was about 7 years ago I started. So from then until now and continuing on forever, you will have a record of my entire life, which I can't expect everybody to do. That's crazy. And I'm a year behind in posting them. I just keep taking the photos. But I am now shooting a documentary sort of based off of this idea. I'm traveling across the country. I am never staying in a hotel, only with friends that I haven't seen in years, or acquaintances that I've met through Burning Man or through other travels, people that friends have suggested, or absolute strangers via couchsurfing.com. As I travel the road, the universe will put me in front of people. And I have a knack for just talking to people and learning their stories and having them learn mine, and I find them fascinating. And so when I meet someone who fascinates me, I'll ask them to be part of my documentary. Sit them down in a chair, I'll point the camera at them, and I will hand them a 1980 Fisher-Price audio cassette recorder. It's actually in the car. Hold on. This is my whole life right here. Regardless, it's packed away in a crate. That is why I'm organizing right now, because I don't currently know where anything is. Anyway, I'm going to give them this audio cassette recorder, hit record on it, and I'm going to tell them, tell me a story. Tell me a story from your life, something that has a meaning, a moral, a lesson to it. It can be happy, can be sad, can be tragic, can be silly, can be anything that you want, but don't tell me the story. Tell the story to yourself in the future if you should happen to get dementia one day. You forget who you are, forget what you've done, forget everyone that you've ever met. If that version of you does one day exist and they were to be told a story from present you, what story would you like to tell? And that's the basis of the entire thing. After I sort of let that sink in, let them think about it, the final thing that I say to them is just do me one favor. Forget that this is an art project. Don't think about what story is going to get me in the documentary, what story is going to be better than someone else's, which story is most impressive. I want you to realize that this is real. This is not just a project. One day, you very well may get dementia for whatever reason. And if that day should happen, this story is actually going to exist, and someone can actually show it to you. And it's going to exist for every other person that's in the documentary as well. And other people can see it. And essentially, I'm asking you, what is the greatest story of your life? What makes you awesome? But I can't ask you that question, because if I say, why are you awesome? Then you're going to attach all these other things to it, and there's going to be connotations. So I'm going to ask in this way. And that way you're the most honest with yourself possible. And what fits into a feature-length documentary will be the documentary. What doesn't will go on a website. And then I'll invite anyone to make notes to self for themselves. That's what it's called. It's called Notes to Self.
Awesome. Nice.